Hello and welcome to my new channel, Frame352. This channel seeks to analyze and discuss the reality and facts surrounding Roger Patterson's and Bob Gimlin's iconic Bigfoot film shot around Bluff Creek in Northern California, purportedly on October 20th, 1967. I say purportedly because there remain questions about the production and development of the film. I will address these questions later. A word about what I'm trying to do and what I'm not trying to do. Scientifically, we are to look at a natural phenomenon and try to prove the null hypothesis. That means we actively try to disprove the premise of a phenomenon. Well, we know something happened out there on that day. Because this happened well before the age of readily available computer-generated imagery, the face value that this was a bipedal organism is not challengeable. What is challengeable is whether what is in this film was a man or a Bigfoot. I'm giving it a 50-50 chance that it was a Bigfoot. I think it may have been, but we don't really know, and we may never really know. That's the angle of this channel, to arrive at the truth by eliminating other possibilities. And frankly, I don't think we're going to accomplish that because it's just not very clear and it's too far away in time. Well, I'm pretty sure that the film was taken so long ago under such murky circumstances and with no actual corroborating Bigfoot that the doubts will not be eliminated. I'm going to address several of the more salient representatives of the "this will remove all doubt" camp. Some of these move the needle somewhat in the direction of probability, some not at all. And some may actually be counterproductive to the believer camp. I'm not here to unfairly and aggressively debunk other people who are using what they say are facts to support their belief. I would say two things I learned from my college days. Facts don't lie, but liars use facts. Some variations of this say statistics and charts. An example about the difference between belief and knowledge. Belief is when you think your neighbor's cat is a female. Knowledge is when you actually look at the cat and learn what it is. In the world of Bigfoot lore, we have people using supposed facts, statistics, and charts and diagrams to prove that Bigfoot exists, when these facts, statistics, and charts don't really mean what they are claimed to mean. I can think of two examples of what I'm talking about. One is to claim that too many people reported their Bigfoot encounters for it to be the case that Bigfoot doesn't exist. That premise rests on a logical fallacy known as argumentum ad populum, the argument of numbers of people, which means that it's fallacious to base your conclusion on what a large number of people say. Just because a majority of people say or believe something is not a scientific argument to make in its favor. Maybe they've seen something, maybe not, but eyewitness reports and making an inference from large numbers of reports is still not conclusive. The weaselly part of the argument is that we are not presented with an equal number of other witnesses who may say something different. It could be that what we hear about one witness who sensationally reports that they saw a Bigfoot cross the road, while maybe the driver in another car said she wasn't sure or that it flat outright was not a Bigfoot. I have a certain amount of reservation that some and perhaps many eyewitness encounters are genuine and sincere, and I will talk about a couple of these that strike me as credible in the future. Even the ones that don't have photographic evidence, I don't think most people are lying, and a very few may have something to them. But again, we can't know based on their reports, but sometimes reports lend an air of credibility. I've seen a number of line drawings and diagrams and of angles and lines drawn over a picture or still from a video that prove it could not be a human because humans can't possibly walk like that. I don't take such diagrams seriously. These almost always originate from parties who need Bigfoot to exist. My problem with these line and angle analyses is methodology. It looks like it should be convincing, but if you start picking apart the method, many errors of technique begin to reveal themselves, and in the end you have proofs that rest on wishful thinking. And finally, for the purpose of this introductory video, we have the enhanced and stabilized versions of the original PG film. To that I say, I don't know. Maybe. I would like there to be a Bigfoot. The rational part of me says that such a creature probably never existed, and yet I don't know everything. Maybe they did exist at one time, maybe some still do. Still, alarms go off in my head when I hear psychic claims about interdimensional portals and such. These are basically Deus Ex Machina devices, which is a catch-all out for why we don't come face to face with a Bigfoot, or horrible photo captures or footprints that abruptly end. Interdimensional portal is a weak way of explaining away every otherwise unexplainable mythological creature, from Bigfoot to the Loch Ness Monster, to every alien, sea creature, leprechaun, fairy, and you get the picture. I cannot disprove anything that has escaped through a transdimensional portal. Same thing with Bigfoot or any other whisperers who claim to communicate with Bigfoot telepathically. There's just no way to disprove what a person is claiming that they're talking to, especially something that we can't verify. Like, you can't ask a Bigfoot, were you thinking this when this woman said you were speaking something to her? Well, it's not even worth discussing, although it may be worth showcasing some of those just to point out the glaring problem with proof there. Along the way, I may showcase what I strongly believe to be hoaxes, but not necessarily be able to readily prove they are hoaxes. Some videos are just too hilarious to take seriously, and I may showcase some of these in the future. I also want to make a statement about claims that, the Native Americans have, had these in their legends and their oral traditions, etc., for thousands of years. That claim, that's another like interdimensional portal claim. It borders on the soft bigotry of low expectation, where because a native person said it, it must be true. That's nonsense. Everybody in every culture is capable of creating stories and myth and fiction and exaggeration. I don't think, native legends of Bigfoot confirm the existence of Bigfoot. So anyway, we'll have more for you in the coming videos. This is just a short introduction that I wanted to get this channel started with. So I thank you. Thank you for coming, and stay tuned for more. Okay.